welcome back to my little sanctuary, little studio. It's April 16th. We're getting there. I thought today that I would do another chair yoga video. So this will be chair yoga 2. And the first half of the video we'll be doing seated positions, some movement for the upper back and the shoulders and a little stretching. And if you choose to stay for the first half and just do the seated portion, that's perfectly okay. The second part of the video, we're going to be doing a little warrior flow using the chair for a prop. So you can choose to stay for that or not. As always, we're going to start by sitting nice and tall, lengthening the spine. Taking your arms out to the sides with the palms facing up. We'll settle in with a few deep breaths. Breathe in deeply, sweep up. And then turn the palms and let it go. And again, breathe in deeply, sweep up. And turn the palms. Exhale. And this time, deep breath in. We're going to suspend the breath in here. Stretch into your hands. Slide your shoulder blades down. Draw up through the lower belly. Draw up through the pelvic floor. And then exhale and sweep your arms down. I always forget, chair yoga, when you have the feet on the floor. So your feet will be flat on the floor in front of you. And we're going to begin to move in a little bit of our spinal rotation. So we're going to go through a little bit of the spinal energy series. So we're moving around. And as you move your spine around, begin to work your belly, rotating toward the back. Pull your belly into your spine. Come around to the front and push your belly out. Sun keeps going in and out. I know, getting a little kind of weird light situation here. I hope you can see me. I'm going to go in the other direction. And then we're going to circle our way around back into center, and we'll begin spinal flex. So here as you breathe in, you're dropping your shoulders back and down, pressing the heart forward. As you exhale, you're rolling your pelvis under, releasing through your lower back. And you can also give a little bit of a press back into the space between your shoulder blades. So you're releasing tension from the upper back. And then we'll take a deep breath into center. And as you exhale, we'll place the left palm beside you. Bring your right arm up. Breathe in to stretch, and then ease to side bend. Stretch your waist. Reach into your hand to lift out. We'll do the same thing other side. Lengthen, ease over to stretch. And then reach into your hand, lift out. And here we're just going to sway side to side, nice and smooth. Just side bend and stretch your waist. Breathe. And we're gonna bring ourselves back into center and sitting up nice and tall. We're just gonna wrap ourselves into a hug. And now as you inhale, lift your elbows up. And as you exhale, you're gonna round, pull the shoulder blades away from each other, chin toward the chest. Breathe in, lift. Nice stretch for the upper back and the shoulders. Lift as you breathe in, exhale as you come down. And as we come back to center, we're going to change the wrap of the arms. So your body probably picked its favorite way to go. It might feel really different. And we switch and give ourselves another hug. And same thing, we're going to breathe in to lift. And breathe out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Just go at your own pace. And we'll come back to center. And we'll release the arms down and just roll the shoulders out a few times. And then we're going to take the hands in there. This is going to depend on your body. We're going to interlace the fingers right in front of the heart. Now, if it feels okay for you, turn your palms to face away from your body. If this hurts your wrists or your elbows at all, turn the palms to face back in, and you can do it with the palms facing in as well. So again, if it's okay for your body, turn palms out, and we're going to press right straight out, straight elbows. And we're going to start to lift, and you go where you go. If you go to here, or maybe you get right up over the crown, wherever it is, coming back down, and then we bring the hands back into the heart. Adding the breath, we're going to breathe in, hold it in, up, down, and exhale. So breathe in, breath in, up, down, and exhale. Breathe in, up, down, and exhale. We'll keep going, and just do the best you can. No worries. Go at your own pace. You might be wanting to go more slowly and more meditatively here. That's fine. You may want to be moving more vigorously. It's up to you. You are always the boss of your practice. And we'll finish up, let the arms come down, and again, we're just gonna roll the shoulders out a little, jiggle them out, shoulder rolls, whatever feels good. And now we'll bring the hands into prayer mudra, right in front of the heart. And I'm gonna tip the hands so the fingers point away. We're gonna go right straight out, flip so the backs of the hands touch. And then sweep like you're clearing debris out of your way. So sweep down, we come up, right straight out, flip and sweep. Again, the light's changing. And sweep. Straight out, flip, sweep. And up, out, sweep. Last time, sweep. Relax, let your arms turn into empty sleeves and just alternately roll them. Let's go a couple times in each direction. So nice and loose. And now we're going to do a little bit of strengthening for the shoulders. So we're going to stretch out, so feeling your wingspan here, stretch fingertip to fingertip. And then you're going to start like you're bouncing a little ball. So just like you're bouncing a ball on each side. And we're going to try to do this for 1 minute. It starts out very easy, but the longer we do it, the more difficult it becomes. So if it begins to feel miserable for you and you really are getting to your edge with it, just drop down, shake your shoulders out. You can stop anytime. Other than that, we'll just keep bouncing the little ball. Just a little bit of strengthening. Keep reaching and stretching across the heart line, reaching fingertip to fingertip, and just do the best you can. Again, if you need to release a little early, it's no big deal. You do what you can do. A little bit more. Keep breathing. We're almost there. Last few seconds. Okay, now we're going to breathe in and stretch, reach, fingertip to fingertip. And then with the exhalation, let it go. Your arms turn into empty sleeves again, and we're just going to roll them out. Go a couple times in each direction, or you can just kind of jiggle and shake them out. You do whatever feels good. I'm going to do a little energizing for our hands. So if you're able to sweep your arms up, we'll sweep up. And if it's hard for you to have your arms up like this, hold them out from your body anywhere you can, keeping them as straight as you can. So we have nice long lines. As briskly as you can, begin to open and close your fingers. So we're drawing circulation and energy into our hands, pulling energy and circulation up through the long channels of the arms, moving it all the way out into the hands. And now we're going to take a big stretch. Stretch your hands open wide. Bring your fingers together and the tips of the fingers to the base of the palms. Go as briskly as you can. And then open wide again, just stretch. And now relax and lightly shake your hands down. And then when you get your hands down, we're going to relax again, shoulders to fingertips. Bring the chin in a little bit. Soften and relax through your shoulders. We're going to bring our focus to the area of the neck and throat. Again, neck, throat, jaw, they're areas that tend to hold a lot of tension. So we're going to try to ease that out by inhaling left, exhaling right. And then bringing your head to center and inhaling to lift your chin. And then exhaling the chin toward the chest. And then bringing your head back to center. And if your neck has any injury, or even if your neck just has a tendency to be sensitive, do the modification here, which is to draw circles in the air with your nose right in front of you. And only take a neck roll if it's comfortable. It shouldn't hurt. And the neck roll is just taking your head in a slow, careful circle. And then we go the other way, and again, it shouldn't hurt. You can let your head fall forward and then slowly roll your head up. And this will conclude the seated portion of the video. So if this is where you want to end your practice, wish you a beautiful day. And if you would like to try to follow along with the standing poses, we're going to do a little bit of warrior flow using the chair for support. So you're going to bring ourselves up standing. I'm going to make sure we've got a nice steady chair, something that feels very stable. And we're going to step out into a wide stance, and we're going to begin with warrior one. So we are going to turn what will be your back foot in and what will be your front foot out. So if you're using a mat, you're going to have your toes facing the, one set of toes is facing the short side of the mat or facing toward the wall if you're not using a mat. And then when you go for knee over ankle-ish. So if you can get your knee over your ankle, this might be too big of a knee bend for you, and that's fine. You can tip back a little back toward your body. What you want to avoid is if you catch yourself doing this, where your knee, I hope I'm in the frame here, let me just move back. So if your knee is coming out over your toes, that can end up straining the knee joint. You want to always correct that if you find yourself slipping into that type of a position. So again, it's knee over ankle or tipping a little bit back towards your body. And we're going to be keeping one hand on the chair. Again, some of you may be able to let go and just flow through the warrior poses if you know them and you're comfortable. But I wanted this video to be mostly focused on how to use a chair for it. So keeping one hand on the chair, we're rooted into our feet, and we're just going to bring one arm up. And you can let your gaze go toward your hand if you're steady. Or if it's not comfortable for you, look straight ahead. Be where it works for your body. Feel like you're drawing your tailbone toward the floor. Feel very steady through your legs. And then we'll bring the hand to the heart, straighten the front leg. Hold on to the chair with both hands while we turn. So you're going to spin what was your front foot in, what was the back foot out, just adjusting a little bit. I'm never really sure if I'm in the frame correctly. And again, we're going to go for the knee over the ankle-ish. So again, where it's comfortable for you, there shouldn't be any force or strain. And holding the chair, I'll take the arm up. Gaze can follow up, gazing up toward your fingertips. So we root solidly into our feet, lengthening the tailbone and feeling like we're bringing our rib cage up, and we feel our heart lifting here. And then we'll bring the hand into the heart, straightening the front leg, and we'll hold on to the chair, turn, and we'll come into our warrior. Bring your hand to your heart, straighten your front leg, draw the tail and crown away from each other so we get nice and tall. We're going to move toward extended leg stretch. So we're going to stay nice and long. We're going to let the heart lead the way. Our hips are coming square toward, over toward that front leg or toward the short end of your mat. And we're just going to ease in. If you move in a fraction of an inch, it's fine. Don't force anything. We're just easing in. I keep saying that we don't want to be really pushing ourselves or trying to go into new dimensions with our practice. We want to stay healthy. So that's all we want to focus on, is staying healthy, moving, keeping our joints moving without doing anything that feels forceful or anything that could cause any kind of injury. As you bend the front leg, we're going to root into the feet. We're going to rise our way back up into our warrior. Bring the hand to heart as we straighten the front leg. And we're going to go through, and we'll do that on the other side. So I'm going to turn. I know I keep moving around, trying to stay in the frame. All right, and we're going to breathe in our warrior. And then we'll bring the hand into the heart, the front leg straight. Breathe in, stretch tail and crown away from each other. I'm going to ease into the leg stretch. So again, heart leads the way, flat back. Try to keep squaring the hips toward the front. You don't want to be coming into it this way. I'm going to stay with the hips forward. And again, it doesn't matter. If you go in a fraction of an inch, you go where you go without force. And now bending the front leg as you root into the feet. We'll rise up into warrior. Bring the hand into the heart. Straightening the front leg. We're going to turn and now we're going to flow. So nice inhalation to warrior. Hand to the heart, front leg straight. Breathe in, lengthen. And breathe out, leg stretch. Bend the front leg, rise to warrior. Open out for crescent pose. So you're going to sweep that arm open and we're pressing the heart forward. Now for a variation, you can come up onto the ball of the back foot if that's comfortable for you. If you did lift that back heel, we're going to plant it. Sweep back up to warrior. Bring hand to heart, straighten the front leg, and we'll turn. Breathe into your warrior. Hand to heart, straighten the front leg. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, extended leg stretch. Make sure you're breathing, don't hold your breath. Bend the front leg, rising warrior. And then open out into crescent, coming onto the ball of the back foot if it feels comfortable. Sweeping back to your warrior. Hand comes to heart. Facing forward. We need to come into warrior two. This time as we come to warrior two, we need to keep the hips square to the front. So we're going to turn our feet and we're going to open up and stretch out. Gaze off across your middle finger, so holding onto the chair with what would be the back hand. If you were in a full warrior two, both arms would be extended, but we're using the chair today, so back hand is on the chair. You're in as deeply as it feels safe for you to be. Engage the pelvic floor and the low belly. Feel your feet. Really feel the contact points of your feet here. Press into your feet to release. The sun changed them in the spotlight now. Okay, sweep to warrior. Warrior two, other side. Breathe. You're gazing off over your middle finger. We're drawing up through the legs and through the pelvic floor and through the lower belly. So we're feeling really, it's a very earth-centered pose, warrior two. Press into your feet to release it. I'm going to change sides. And I'm going to flow with this now. So remember, hips square to the front. So we open up into our warrior. Stretching out, flip the palm up. We're going to ease into reverse warrior. And then flow into a side stretch. You can place your hand or your forearm on your thigh bone. And then feel like the top shoulder wants to go to the wall behind you. The heart wants to try to see the ceiling and press into the outside edge of the back foot. Holding onto the chair and pressing into your feet, I'm going to sweep all the way back to a reverse. And come back into our warrior two. Press firm into your feet. We'll change sides. And we'll sweep into our warrior. Flip the palm up. Take a reverse. Flow to the side stretch. And then rooting into your feet and holding onto the chair, and you sweep all the way to a reverse. And come back to warrior. And press into your feet to release. We'll turn the feet to face forward, and now we're gonna position the feet so the knees follow the toes. I'm gonna sink into a squat. So we're coming into a variation on the goddess pose, and we'll have two hands on the chair. So we let the hips and the pelvis sink down. If you want a little variety, you can lift up your toes. Balance on the contact points of your feet as you stretch your toes. And then we'll press into the feet to come up. And then toe and heel your way back in. Holding onto the chair. Imagine there's another chair a little bit behind you and you want to sit in it. So you're going to send your rear end back. And you might just go a little ways. So again, feeling it out, coming into a version of chair pose. Very strengthening for the legs. You'll feel yourself sink back into your heels here. As you do that, try to push into the ball of the big toes. And press into your feet to come up. Take your big deep breath in. Interlace the fingers, press up into the sky. And exhale your arms down. Again, sweep up. If it feels okay, interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, take a side stretch. Come back center, breathe in. Side stretch. Back center, press the sky. Exhale, come down. Hold on to the chair, shake, shake, shake. Shake out your legs. And then step your feet just a little bit wide, holding onto the chair, and we'll do a few hip circles here. Just relaxing, winding it down. So good for you, getting up and moving, getting a little yoga into your day, trying to stay positive. So we're getting through this, and we're getting there, we really are. We're getting through it together. We're all in the same boat. We're going to go the other way. Trying to stay healthy, keep ourselves and our loved ones safe. Everyone's just doing the best they can. That's all we can do. And we'll circle our hips back into center. And then we'll just slide the hips side to side a few times. And then as we come back into center, we'll step back into our mountain pose. And I'm gonna leave you here for today. I would suggest, as always, that after your practice that you might want to do the Just Breathe video, or give yourself a little time to lie down and listen to some pleasant music. Give yourself a little Shavasana time. And until we meet again, may we hold peace in our hearts, have peace in our homes, and may peace prevail on earth. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.